Referee Darren England sent us back to default settings in awarding that penalty for Chelsea against Crystal Palace for what he ruled that was a handball by Jade Camvot in João Pedro's attempt to score. First and foremost, I do fault him because he was the VAR lead official in Manchester City's game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, in which Farai Halam, the referee, center referee, refused to award Manchester City a penalty that they were claiming for Mosquera's handball that was instigated by Omar Mamosh when he tried to flick the ball back. The ball hit the lower thigh of Mosquera before hitting his arm, and hence the referee decided that was not a penalty. He got summoned by Darren England to the pitchside monitor. He reviewed the incident and maintained it was not a penalty. So he stood by his own on-field decision, something that felt like would never happen in Premier League history, because Premier League referees seem to live by an unwritten rule that once you get sent to the monitor, you definitely ought to change your decision, which I believe shouldn't always be the case. So in this particular case, there's a handball, or the ball hits the arm of Jade Camvot, and he gets sent to the monitor. That's Darren England to review the incident. When he reviews the incident, he does acknowledge that there is no clear and obvious error or intention by the player to handle the ball, but it does hit his arm. Now, because the line of argument was that in the ball hitting his arm, even though it was in a natural position, it denied Chelsea a goal-scoring opportunity, and hence he decided to award a yellow card instead of a red card, which ordinarily should be if you deny a goal-scoring opportunity intentionally, and then a penalty. So I do not think it was a penalty. I think he sent us back to default settings. Why he did not learn from the example of Farai Halam? I do not know whether Halam got a dressing down for making that decision, or by standing his own decision, but I hope Pidgemal do not ruin him for us. So I thought that should not have been a penalty, because there's no clear and obvious error, there's no clear intention of the player to handle the ball. The ball is closer to his body, and the ball brushes off his chest before it hits the arm. And I'm happy to say that former Pidgemal chief, that's Keith Hackett, does agree that it shouldn't have been a penalty. The question is, what's your view about that penalty that Enzo Fernandez stepped up to score to make it 3-0 for Chelsea as they beat up against Crystal Palace?